truth remains so strong.
Price them?
Yeah, give me just a second.
Pull them and get them priced.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to get them all now, isn't it? Put them all on. I doubt I got anything. And we'll start with that one.
Okay, start with that one?
Yeah. You want to price those for now?
And then whenever you get an opportunity, we're on that middle row up there where the lady in the purple shirt is.
Okay.
Here's the UK.
Last time, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Did he pull all of these from us?
Yeah.
I always do Paris pins. Set, WGI, they're all early. I forget. They're so I have the little both of those are 50 on it. Like go out back and take that. Yeah, I've done that a time or two. Yeah. That's like
Athletes to action respond as they're coming.
I know. We only have like 30 seconds.
It's been that way every time. Because nobody wants to come in and let you down. But I think if people would actually do it, I think we'd get more people. You know, especially people that are neighboring states. Like, you know, man, if there's going to be 70 people there, I'll come. Hey there, how are you? Doing fine, thank you. Anything you're looking for in particular?
I am looking for Cinderella, slipper, mystery, fairy godmother.
There is a guy here that has all of them. So there's a lot of money abroad, nothing crazy. There's some days in my book down there.
Yeah, those are all from the house.
Anyway, yeah, crazy good turnout. We're definitely gonna need a bigger space next week. Yeah, I mean, it's just not like a $50. Here's what's in my book right now.
I know.
Some of them
It does, yes.
I missed half the tables, but I was okay. I'll have to
I know.
do a couple. Yeah, look at it again.
You having a good day?
Man, how are you doing?
like this one because I have to read like only what Pluto buy himself. These are cute ones.
Alright, so it is now the next day. So I didn't film a proper intro, didn't film much during the event, really, like I wanted to. The intro thing and more pin collections being shown during the video didn't happen. I kind of want to touch on the situation we had to go through when we first arrived at the hotel we were having the event at. So before I get into that, my wife and I, there's a lot that goes into planning a pin event. I won't go into detail, but yeah, we had been looking for places. We found one, and we went and toured it about 3.5 weeks before the event, maybe even a month. Then we said, yep, let's have it here. We went ahead and we gave them payment information and all that. We put our name in for this certain date and everything. So that was all set. When we arrived at the venue yesterday morning, before the event, the place hadn't been touched since Ashley and I toured it almost a month before. So yeah, there were like maybe 8 tables out and like a few chairs, and we needed all 36 tables or so. So we had to, we got there, nothing was set up like we expected it to be. So we basically spent almost an hour putting the room together, getting it ready for the event. So yeah, that's really why we didn't get an intro in, and I'm not going to say who the hotel is or anything like that, and I'm not going to share anyone's names or anything like that, just for privacy reasons. And at the end of the day, it wasn't a big issue. We got it all done. Luckily, we got there way early, which helped a lot. But yeah, that's kind of why I didn't get an intro before. Like I said, we reserved it and everything. Everything was set. It was all set. It was all good to go. But yeah, I guess there wasn't good communication on their end. And yeah, so basically, I guess they didn't really know we were coming or expect us. But anyway, we got everything squared away, got it all together. And yeah, the event was great. We had a great turnout, and we had so much. It was a great time. Sorry I didn't film a whole lot during the event. It got very crowded in there. The event grew quite a bit since the previous one. I think previous one we topped out around 90 or so-ish. I think that was like our peak attendance. Obviously it fluctuates a little bit. And some people literally just come in to, look at pins for a bit and they leave. So yeah, and then this one we had, I think, north of 110 people at one given moment, which is a lot, much more than we expected. So yeah, it was a great time. It really was. And yeah, the room was full. It was full. Not a lot of space to move around. We were packed in there like sardines. And you don't really know with these things how many people are going to show up. We do the whole RSVP thing and all that, but yeah, you really, at the end of the day, you don't really know how many people are going to show up. So yeah, we were definitely packed in there, but pretty much, I'm pretty sure everyone that needed a table got one, or at least made it work, which was good. But obviously next event, we're going to find much bigger space so that everyone can kind of spread out as needed, easier to walk around and look at tables and all that stuff, because yeah, it definitely was pretty tight in there. But all in all, great event. We had a great time, made some good trades, about to show you guys those. And yeah, everyone seemed to have a great time and they can't wait for the next one. So yeah, but anyway, that was our situation. That's why you didn't get an intro or anything. Luckily we made it all work. So yeah, now we're gonna go into the pin haul, and we didn't get a ton of pins this time. I didn't really see too much that really popped out to me, but I just had to have. Main objective was to finish a few sets, coffee mugs, the character waffle set, some other stuff, and then just look at things we were interested in. Obviously, for me, Sorcerer Mickey, Jungle Book, attractions, villains, stuff like that. Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan, just, yeah, Big Thunder Mountain. You know, I'm just throwing stuff out there, but those were kind of main themes we were looking for. So yeah, we're gonna get into the haul now, and hope you guys enjoy. All right, we're going to get into the pin haul now, and we're going to start off with this pin here. Like I said, we didn't get a whole lot, but we got a lot of pins we were looking for and everything. So yeah, first pin, Minnie Mouse popsicle, a little shoe dangling there. I don't know much about this pin. I assume it's a part of a set. The next one is a Loungefly. This one's really cool. So you got Cinderella, and you've got kind of like a moon there. So you've got a couple pumpkins and everything. So yeah, this is a pretty cool pin. And again, Loungefly they do really well with their pins. I like a lot of them. Next up, we have another Loungefly. This is an Incredibles pin. I believe this is, or I assume it's part of a 4-pin set. So you'll have one here, and then you'll have 2 up top. I assume just family members or whatever, but yeah, this one's Violet. Pretty cool. And I'll be on the lookout for the rest of those. And next, we're going to get into a few Star Wars pins. I love when Obi-Wan says hello there to General Grievous in Episode 3. So I had to have this pin. It's not an official trading pin or anything, probably just like a Amazon or movie pin. But yeah, I thought this one was pretty cool, so went ahead and grabbed it. And keeping with the Star Wars theme, pretty cool specifically, we have this Phantom Menace 25th anniversary pin. So the 25th anniversary was last year for the Phantom Menace. There's also a Loungefly pin. So yeah, I didn't get any pins for the anniversary. I do enjoy that film. I know a lot of people didn't. And then keeping with the Phantom Menace theme, we have this Qui-Gon Jinn pin. This is part of a Star Wars set. I believe it's a pretty big set. I don't know how many films it spans, but I have some from like Episode 4, some from Episode 1. Did not have Qui-Gon though, so went ahead and grabbed him. So this is a really fun one. This is an R2 unit with a Mickey ear hat on, which is cool. And it does have a little Rebel logo on there. You can't really see it, but yeah, thought this was a cool pin. And this one is an official Disney trading pin. And next up, we have a couple Tinkerbell pins. I do like the colors on this one a lot. And this one was cool. This is old. This is from 2006, I believe. So yeah, an old pin. And then next up, we have this Magic Kingdom pin. This one is very similar to the Epcot pin. Actually, I'm going to grab that real quick. So yeah, this is the Epcot pin that we recently traded for. But yeah, these are honestly really nice pins. I do like them a lot. And yeah, Disney did a very good job with these. But yeah, anyway, we got the Magic Kingdom now, so we have both. And next up, we have this Hidden Mickey pin from this diamond set. This is the Jungle Cruise boat. I'm not sure if we have this one yet, so I grabbed it just in case. Then next up, we have this from Disneyland's Hidden Disney set. This is the Thor t-shirt pin. I did not have this one, and Thor is my favorite Avenger. And next up, we have this Mulan one. Thought this was pretty cool. It's not an official Disney trading pin, but honestly, the quality on it's very good, and it's a decent sized pin. And keeping with the Mulan theme, I believe this is a pretty new set, I think. I haven't seen it before, but apparently they're like character candles, which is cool. So we got this Mulan one. I think this is the only one I saw. I might have seen one other. And next up, a couple more Disneyland Hidden Mickey pins. We got 2 of the Disneylandies. These pins are so fun. Like, they're great. Disneyland, when they release their Hidden Disneys or Hidden Mickeys, and they have any of the Disneylandies, they're always so sought after, and they're honestly great pins. So glad to add these to the collection. And then next up, we have this Chicken Little from the Pixie Plush pin set. I've been kind of struggling lately trying to keep up with what we have and don't have, so I'm not sure we had him yet. I don't think we did but I'll double check that. Then next up we have this Peter Pan pen. This one is pretty old because it's from the Disney Photo Ball pen set that they did. So let me zoom in on this. So basically you can kind of see, so Disney Photo Ball, this is pin 74 of 101. I believe these were released in like 2000 or something, maybe a touch earlier, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, this was a good one to grab. Next up we have this Snow White macaron pin. I really do like this set, and these are good size pins too. So yeah, we have Snow White now. Next up we have this Wilderness Lodge commemorative pin. So this one is a DVC pin. It's an official trading pin, so it's pretty cool. We have not stayed at the Wilderness Lodge, but we really like visiting that resort anytime we're just hopping around at Walt Disney World. And then next up we have this Pirates of the Caribbean honorary pirate pin. I thought this one was really cool when I saw it, and I definitely want to trade for it. Then next up from the new slipper set, we've got the Cheshire slippers. These are fun. I think there are 6 of them. We have one of the reflection pins. This is also a set I really like. We don't have very many of them, but they are very cool. I guess I should probably try to complete the set. But anyway, we got the Aladdin and Jasmine one. This one is pretty cool. I hadn't seen it anywhere, so not sure if it's a little harder to find or what. Next up, we have this Cast Refresh Disneyland Paris pin. So I believe a cast refresh basically is just kind of like when a cast member pulls out new pins that they trade themselves that don't go on the boards. I don't exactly know how it works, as I haven't been to Paris, Disneyland Paris or anything, but I think that's generally what it means. Similar to what we do here at Disney World with cast members just pulling out new pins and only having them on their lanyards or whatever. So I think it's along those lines, but it is cool that they literally say cast refresh on them. If it'll focus, and if you can kind of see it, that says cast member refresh lanyard right above Disneyland Paris there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And next up we have this fun Dopey pin. So you've got Dopey there with the diamond. This is a pretty good size pin as well. And they did well with the colors, the quality, and everything. And next up, the ever elusive Powerline coffee mug pin. Yeah, this was a late trade at the event, and we didn't have it yet. I hadn't seen it really anywhere. Like, I've tried trading for it at Sid's. I saw maybe one guy that had it, but he was a little hard to trade with. I didn't have much with me at the time, so I couldn't make that trade. But anyway, yeah, finally have the Powerline mug pin. And then, like I mentioned, we were going after the character waffle pins that we are still trying to complete. We haven't been aggressively trying to complete it, just casually. And of course, due to that, it has taken us forever to do so. So we were able to get 4 at the event, and definitely stoked to have the Oswald. Apparently it's super hard to get. And next up we have this pin. It was from Disney's Magic Happens pin trading event. I believe that was in 2023, maybe? Because I think last year's was like After Dark or like villain themed or whatever. So this one was from that event, and as you can see, it's kind of like a puzzle type deal set. I will attach the picture, as I'm not sure how many there are or anything. But yeah, got the broomstick. And next up, we got this cool Haunted Mansion one. This is the Hatbox Ghost. I believe that part glows in the dark. I haven't charged it up or anything, so I don't know for certain, but it kind of looks like it's going to have that feature, which is awesome. Next up, we have this nice pin here. This is a Disneyland Paris pin. So you've got Jack and Sally there, and I do like the colors. This is like a really nice looking pin. It's very slender, kind of tall, as they are, especially Jack. But yeah, it's a good pin. And anytime we can get Paris pins, we do that. All right, next up, we're gonna do some Sorcerer Mickey pins, just a few, starting with this Candy Apple pin. So I believe there are like 6 of these. We have the Prince John one, I believe. I think that's the only one I've seen up to this point. But yeah, finally got the Sorcerer Mickey. Glad to add it to the collection. Next up, I've done it. Got the Sorcerer Mickey duck, finally. So stoked to have this one. I like the idea of the character duck pins, but I don't love the character duck pins, if that makes sense. So there were only a few I wanted, and obviously the Sorcerer Mickey was one of them, and I finally have it. Lastly, from the Sorcerer Mickey pins, we've got this cool one here. So this is a Disneyland pin. I think it's a bit older. Maybe it wasn't sold at the parks or something. I don't really know. It doesn't really have anything to indicate it's an official trading pin or whatever. But yeah, this one is really nice. So this is from Disneyland. It was the Mad Hatter, I guess, embroidered hat shop or custom hat shop or whatever. So it's really cool. LE 2000 kind of tells you there. So this one contains a piece of the carpet from that shop. Right in there, there's that little piece of carpet, which is really cool. Anytime you can grab a pin like that, definitely do it, because it's a piece of history, so it's really good to have. All right, next up, we got some hidden Disneys, got some new ones. So we've got Dopey there, we got 2 Ariels, which I'm stoked about. Got the Ariel ear hat, and we got the Candy Apple Castle, which has been hard to find. So yeah, we got 5 of those to add to the collection. The last hidden Disney we found was the ear hat chaser from last year, the Figment, to be exact, which is very hard to find. I see fewer of these than I do the Headless Horseman one, which I guess makes sense because Figment is, I don't know, people love Figment. I personally don't love him. Come at me. But a lot of people do. So this pin is definitely hard to come by. But glad we were able to grab another one. So now we have 2 full sets of the ear hats. No, we might need 1 more Headless Horseman. But anyway, we're gonna have 2 full sets. And next up, we have a couple fantasy pins. So we've got this one here first. Another Hatbox Ghost. This one's really cool. And again, it kind of looks like there might be glow-in-the-dark element, maybe. I'm unsure. So this is a pretty big pin too, as you can see in my hand. So yeah, LE 50. I'm not sure who the artist is, doesn't say or anything. But yeah, it's a part of a villain series that I guess the artist made. And here is the other fantasy pin we got. Another Haunted Mansion. It's the Hitchhiking Ghost. Pretty cool on like a sketch there, sketchboard, which is awesome. Again, no artist or anything, no LE size. Next up, we have a couple Moana pins. So we're going to start with this one here. This is Maui when he turned into a shark. He was having issues. Trying to figure all that out. This is a Loungefly pin. Loungefly's doing a good job, and their pins look really good. And then this one here I really like. This is a pretty decent sized pin as well. I'm a big Maui fan, of course. This one's a really nice pin, good size, and it is a Paris pin, which is great. I don't know, Paris just, I feel like it's not really even close with the pins that Paris gets versus what we do here in the States. I'm not complaining or anything, I'm just kind of stating facts. Their pins tend to be a lot better quality-wise, size-wise, of course, than what we get here in the States. After this, we're going to go some pins on cards. So here's the last loose pin we have. This one is really cool, I think. And I love Pirates of the Caribbean, specifically the films. I do like the ride as well, especially Disneyland's. Their version is much better than what we have in Disney World. That's okay. Gives a good excuse to visit out there, right? But anyway, yeah, this one's really cool. And as you can see, it is a hinge pin. So this one is actually three images in one. So, yeah. This is from the beginning, or very early in the ride. And then this one's at the end there. Very cool pin. Glad to add this to the collection. And now we're going to move to some pins on cards, starting with this one here. So this is from Ratatouille. It can be from the movie or the ride. Basically, you've got them in the fridge there. Got some food around and then some further in. Then next up we have this Peter Pan pin. So you've got Captain Hook, Smee, and a couple of the other pirates down there. Then next up from the arcade set. We've got Jungle Book. So I have one other similar. It's like the game console set. I have the other Jungle Book. I'll show you guys that one. All right, so here's my boards. Try to do this gracefully. So here's that pin specifically, that Jungle Book game console pin. So yeah, it's kind of similar to that. All right, next up we have another Paris pin. I'm a big Beauty and the Beast fan, so, and again, love Paris pins. So that was a recipe for disaster when I was looking for something. So I went ahead and got this pin. Again, I don't know, they just do it differently over there, and their pins are great. And next up we got this Stitch pin. So this is a pretty good size pin as well, if it'll, I don't know if it wants to focus. There it goes. But anyway, yeah, here's Stitch. Pretty cool pin, good size, and guess what? It's from Paris. So anytime we go to these events, we try to trade for as many Paris pins as we can, because that's the easiest way for us to get them. If we had a connection, I'm sure we'd load up like crazy, but yeah. And next up, we got a couple of the supporting cast pins. I love that Sleeping Beauty one. That's a really good one. And we also got this Star Wars one. And then lastly, we got this Big Thunder Paris pin. Got this one at the end of the event for Ash, because that's her favorite ride. And this is a very cool pin. And of course, it's from Paris. So yeah, here's everything we got. So yeah, we did pretty well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, all that good jazz. And yeah, we had a good event and a decent little haul. So as always, stay safe, tell someone you love them, and keep it magical. See you guys in the next video.